If you are planning a wedding in under 12 months, there is one thing that I want you to hear immediately. You are not behind. You are not rushing in the planning process, and you are not doing this wrong with planning in a shorter time frame. But you are planning under a different framework, and that distinction matters. Short engagement planning is not about moving faster. It's about moving smarter with intention and clarity from the beginning with a specific order of decisions. Today, we are talking about what actually works when you are planning a wedding in under 12 months, what to ignore, what to prioritize, and how couples create elevated design weddings on a condensed timeline. By the end of this video, we will cover the most common misconceptions, why order matters more than speed, real world examples from short timeline weddings, and when full planning service is not a luxury but a strategy. If we haven't met before, I'm Heather, a certified wedding planner and design consultant with over 13 years of experience in full service planning, coordination, and design. I work with couples who want a wedding that feels elevated, seamless, and thoughtfully executed without the stress that often accompanies the wedding planning process. One of the most common questions I receive is whether a wedding planned in under a year can feel calm, intentional, and well designed. The answer is yes, but only when the process is approached differently. The advice you hear most often is start early, or don't rush, or take your time. And while that advice works for long engagement, it often creates confusion and unnecessary stress for couples planning on a shorter timeline. The first misconception is that a short engagement means a smaller or less refined wedding. In reality, time length has little to do with the quality or elegance of a wedding. What matters is decisiveness. A shorter engagement does not mean compromising on style, quality, or guest experience. Couples planning on a shorter timeline often create more cohesive weddings because they make fewer unnecessary pivots. What does this mean? That decisions must be intentional. A wedding is not created by time alone, it is created by clarity. Couples who plan quickly but correctly often have more cohesive weddings than couples who stretch decisions over 2 years or more. If you missed clarity and organization in the previous video, I'll have it linked below. The second misconception is that you simply just need to move faster. Speed is not the goal. Planning faster is not the same as planning smarter. Sequence is. Trying to compress a traditional 18-month planning process into 6 to 9 months without adjusting the order creates confusion, not efficiency, and mistakes happen. Remember, the goal is not speed, the goal is sequence. The third misconception is that everything will automatically cost more. Some vendors do book far in advance, but in reality, while availability matters, what increases cost is redoing decisions, late pivots, and last minute problem solving. Planning in the correct order actually protects your investment. When planning under 12 months, order is everything. So let's break it down clearly. Your first decision must always be the venue. Your venue determines your guest count, your layout, your catering options, and your design direction. Without it, every other decision is hypothetical. This is why venue selection must happen immediately on a shorter timeline. The second critical decision is hiring a planner early. On a short timeline, a planner is not someone who steps in the process later. They are the person who creates efficiency from the beginning. Early planning support streamlines identifying vendor availability, protects your investments, and prevents unnecessary backtracking. This alone can save weeks, if not months. Once a venue and planner are secured, priority vendors follow immediately. Catering, photography, entertainment, and rentals. Everything else layers in after. Design comes after logistics. Design is not about choosing colors first. True design responds to the venue, the guest experience, and the flow of the day. When logistics are set early, design becomes efficient instead of overwhelming. Let me know in the comments below what part of wedding planning feels most overwhelming on a short timeline. If you find this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Now, in a moment, we are going to talk about real world examples when full service planning is essential and my final thoughts. One couple came to me about 9 months before their wedding date with a clear guest count and a flexible design vision. Because their decisions were made in the correct order, their planning felt calm and not rushed. All their priority vendors were secured within weeks, design flowed seamlessly, and the wedding felt calm and intentional. Another couple began their planning process just shy of 6 months before their wedding date. The first thing they did was hire me as their full service planner. And because the process was guided from day one, nothing felt rushed. The wedding day was polished, elevated, and thoughtfully executed. Full service planning becomes essential when your timeline is condensed. You want design cohesion without trial and error. You value efficiency over unnecessary stress. This level of service is about doing things once. It creates clarity, protects your investment, and allows the planning process to feel efficient rather than overwhelming. For couples planning in under 12 months and want expert guidance from the beginning, full service planning might be the right fit. This service is designed to save time, protect your investment, and create a cohesive experience from start to finish. You can inquire using the link below to learn more about availability and next steps. A short engagement does not mean a rushed wedding. The right order, the right support, and the right strategy, planning in under 12 months can feel calm, intentional, and rewarding. If this video was helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone planning on a shorter timeline. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, happy planning.